And so the main reason that I wanted to add Vanquisher's Banner into this deck, first off because we're playing a tribal deck and like you kind of have to, right? But also because I think that getting that +1/+1 on our 6/6 flyers, or like Dream Eater becoming a 5/4, gets it out of range of a lot of removal. There's a lot of good things that can happen because you have that +1/+1. And so I do think that it is a relevant thing to be doing. All right, negate. We're probably going to just play the negate and get down treasure map on the next turn. Although we can negate on the next turn and get a little bit more value on our next draw. We need to hit our lands, so we're going to do this. Stop on our upkeep. We could have stopped some burn here. We actually probably ought to be running 2 Revitalize in here as well. We have quite a bit of counters, quite a large number of them. Alright, swings in for 1. Alright, so tap Plains. Land on top is great. I think I have an alarm going off on my phone. Sorry about that. And now we draw. Yep, draw the island, go to main phase, play the Plains, pass the turn, stop on our upkeep again. Just trying to hit lands for Cleansing Nova, negate hopefully for some burn. Lava Runner. Alright, no spells being played. Kind of interesting. Alright, Settle the Wreckage would be okay. We're okay with that. Yeah, we're okay with that. Okay, draw. We're going to take a big hit here. Go to main phase, Memorial to Genius, pass the turn. Yeah. Another Pyromancer. Well, this Cleansing Nova is going to be pretty good. They've overcommitted with creatures. I did not stop on my upkeep, but I guess that's okay. Do we actually want to scry anyway and get the treasure flipped? Yeah, it's only 1 blue mana, or 1 mana, so we're fine with this. Scry, Warden's not bad, but there's so many better things. We were looking for like a Settle the Wreckage or another Cleansing Nova, some way to gain life, which we really don't have that many. Destroy all creatures. Alright, so we wiped their board. They need to have burn now. So we have a negate for anything that they have as their last burn spell. Alright, so Goblin Chain Whirler resolves. Alright, Settle the Wreckage is good. We're going to draw here. Azor, we will go ahead and get down. They cannot cast any burn for the next turn now. So if they have burn in their hand, it's dead. They might even try to attack him with this Chain Whirler, thinking they can play it. And hopefully that will trick them. Alright, Experimental Frenzy. Oh, man. Really would have liked to... You know, actually, we can Dream Eater that on the next turn. Alright, so... Before they can play it, let's go ahead and Dream Eater. Experimental Frenzy. Right, Settle the Wreckage is fantastic. Treasure Map, Plains. Yep, I think we keep everything. We can get rid of the Plains, I guess. Yeah, we don't really need more mana. Alright, bounce that. Take action. We don't get card draw, and we might have to just chump here. Alright, we'll say no attacks. Alright, they shock us. Resolve. Okay. There's land. We negate that for sure now, especially now that they're empty-handed. And we get to gain so much life with Azor the Lawbringer on this next turn that we should be in great shape. So, next, we attack all. Let's see here. How much life can we gain? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that enough? There's nothing they can really play except a Banefire. Alright, just in case of Banefire. So, take action X4. If I miscounted this. Alright, gain some life. Play your cards, Hallow Fountain tapped, and pass the turn. All right, so now we are set up for our next turns. We will go ahead and chump just in case of a Banefire. Just in case. All right, no Banefire, that's fine. Let's Vanquisher's Banner on Sphinx. Swing in, and we're going to pay... do we want to do it at all? We're just going to decline. We have a 2-turn clock. We have Settle the Wreckage up if we really need it. We have Absorb, which can gain us a lot of life. All right. And opponent scoops it up. All right, perfect. Deck performed perfectly that time. All right, up against Cerritus. Bring it on, Cerritus. And let's see how Simic aggro does this time. All right, I like the Curious Obsession. Pretty great start out here. Yeah, we're just going to hope to keep this Wildgrowth Walker alive. Wouldn't mind a turn 1 play there, pass the turn. So Curious Obsession is kind of interesting in our deck. We wanted to have it because it works so well with Mystical Herald and the Siren Storm Tamer. Ooh, drawing 2 of them is bad. All right, well, get down a blocker, pass the turn, hope for no removal. They don't have black mana, so a good chance they may not, unless it's Radiant Destiny. All right, so they're going to get in for quite a bit of damage here. No blocks. Down to 15. They're gaining life. Ooh, would really love to find mana there. All right, so Merfolk Branchwalker. Ooh, man. We actually have to go Graveyard here. We absolutely need to find lands. No attacks past the turn. We need to have this guy as a chump blocker. We can keep gaining life. We may not want to lose this. That's probably our only chance of actually winning the game. All right, Marvin Fane swings in. We will just block. You know, actually, they have a Legion's Landing. We're going to trade off here. We're okay with that trade-off. Especially with the Jade Light Ranger coming in now. All right, give us land and something good. Another Wildgrowth Walker, and we've just used all of our... We have to go Graveyard. Man, that's so rough. I think Graveyard as well. We need to find land. No attacks past the turn. Now we have blockers for these guys. They're going to want to start building up their side of the board, which vampires can do very well, but we're also not doing too shabby ourselves here. They can kill our guy. Hedana's Climb just immediately flips here, and that gives us more land, and then we can Curious Obsession as well. So let's go Hedana's Climb. Let's go on Wildgrowth Walker. And no attacks past the turn. Yeah, past the turn. Curious Obsession wouldn't work here because we have to attack in. Radiant Destiny. So Herald of Secret Streams is actually where this is awesome. So if we can find an island, or I mean any land really, then we can Herald of Secret Streams, Curious Obsession, and start doing some fun stuff there. And they're just going to be gaining life is the issue. But the unblockable damage and the chance we have to gain life is pretty good here. So I think what we do is, let's just... we can swing in for a lot of damage here anyway. We can swing in for 10 each turn and have a blocker that can kill their guys, because we have enough here. Alright, let's just do that. If we find mana for Curious Obsession as well, we can do that later. But let's swing in for 10. Pass the turn. I mean, they can create guys now. That's the biggest issue, is that this Marvin Fane can swing in pretty easily. And here. Alright, no blocks. That's a lot of damage. Down to 13. Alright, Forest down. Alright, so this is what we do. We just need to fill up our board, I think. So let's... Growth Chamber Guardian. We're going to act like we're going to add... I should have tapped this down. We're just going to pass the turn. So the best thing that we can do here is that they're going to swing in, thinking that they're safe with the Marvin Fane. We Merfolk Trickster on the Legion Lieutenant. It will no longer give the buff here. All right, so 5 damage. All right, so we're going to block here. I'm worried that they're going to have a pump spell. It might just be to gain life, though. All right, so on their end step, we are going to go ahead and flash in the Merfolk Trickster. Legion Lieutenant. I mean, that wasn't the best thing to do there, but let's go for Herald of Sheikhet Streams. Let's go for card draw. So here and here. So we have 2 places that we can swing in with. We can block anything that they swing at us now. We are doing 11 damage. Next turn we get to grow this guy as well. We get to draw a couple cards. Take action, take action. Alright, and now we should be pretty well set up. Alright, a flyer. Oh, that's bad. They do have a blocker now for the Wild Growth Walker. They swing in with everything. Yep, create a lifelinker. We're going to chump here, and we can't go below 6, can we? All right, we're gonna block this way. We lose out in the Growth Chamber Guardian, which would be pretty good. All right, they create another lifelinker. Man, oh, this is bad. But this is unblockable. So, first off, actually no. Have we played land? Okay, play land. Jade Light Ranger, gain tons of life back. Graveyard, doesn't even matter. And now we will head down its climb here on Wild Growth Walker. It's unblockable, and opponent scoops it up. Alright, perfect. Whew. That was pretty scary. Opponent was building a pretty wide board there, but the Herald Secret Streams worked really well there. And I was actually surprised that they didn't find removal for it. And the best thing about that one too is that they're having to remove the thing that's like the worst on your board, but it's also what enables all of our good stuff to be able to swing in. And so they have to find so many pieces of removal that sometimes it actually does work out very well. All right, up against Patrick Jihad, and we're playing 4-color dragons. 4-color dragons, and unfortunately kind of slow lands. We're going to get down Drowned Catacombs first, and then, so yeah, we are going to keep this. Hello, how are you? This is a great hand if this is a more aggressive deck. So, Drowned Catacomb pass the turn. We have all 4 of our colors. We need to find more red, though. Alright, we will absolutely Lava Coil that. And would love to draw land. Well, I mean, we have a bomb of a hand. If we find red, in fact, we can pretty much start playing everything as long as this sticks around. Deep Root Waters. So our Fiery Cannonade is going to be amazing if we can ever get to it. Ooh, this is bad. No land there was very, very bad. Although our Fiery Cannonade could be so good here. Alright, they don't overcommit. Can they just kill this on this turn? Probably. So what we're going to do actually is we're going to wait for them to play more stuff in Fiery Cannonade on this turn. So River Sneak, yes, resolve. One comes down, they target something. Deep Root Waters, resolve. Resolve, this comes down, River Sneak. Gets another one, who do they target? There, now we spit. Oh wait, no, cancel, not Spit Flame, Fiery Cannonade. Wipe their board. They lost all of their value they just got there. We get to get rid of one of their guys. Alright, they get rid of a Sleep. Deep Root Elite, number 3. Man, they have had an amazing hand. This is just going to be demoralizing for them, and that's the whole point that we're going for here. So, Spit Flame, there. That might cause a scoop. The fact that we've had removal for everything that their deck is trying to build around here might be very good for us. Okay, Seafloor Oracle. Alright, so they do get to draw some cards now. That is bad. We really don't want to have to play around that at all. Alright, Sulphur Falls. We could swing in for 8 here. Or have the ability to kill stuff. We're just going to go Hasty. They get a lot of draws. But they have to find the exact right things now. And if we find blue mana on this next turn, we have Emisizzle. Alright, so they did find a sleep. These are the 3 Sarkhan Firebloods that we have in our deck, which is frustrating. Alright, well, Demanding Dragon. Do they have another sleep? I was going to go for Sarkhan there, but if we can have a blocker, we get rid of more damage that they have on board right at the moment. They get less card draw. They've already discarded 1 sleep. They've used 1. If they have another one, then great, but we're still not dead. They have to find like River's Rebuke, and even then Demanding Dragon comes down again. And eventually this Emisizzle will hopefully just win it for us. What has you got, sir? Alright, Silvergill Adept. Ooh. Great card to reveal there. Alright, they're going to go for trying to build the board. Do they have a sleep again? They have to have sleep, I think, to... Alright, lots of card draw possibility. Swings in with both. We will block here. So I think his ability does fire off before... Yeah, so they get to draw 2 for the 1 damage they got through there, but... They are dead now, so good game. All right, up against the Noodly Azathoth. The Noodly Azathoth. Great name. This looks good. This looks really good. Okay, we're going to keep this. We have like every combo piece we could ever want with this deck. So we're going to get down Mountain first, pass the turn. All right, maximize altitude, which isn't terrible. Beam Splitter Mage, pass the turn. This is the Gate deck. Ooh, this could be bad. We might need to find something to... What? Cast downs in the Gate deck? Who is this person? Alright, Fireman's Research. I'm actually really glad we brought this in now. So Fireman's Research, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a charge counter on Fireman's Research. If you can remove 2 and pay 2 mana, then you can draw a card, which is probably what we're going to use it for the most. But if we have 5 counters onto it, then we can do 5 damage to any target, so which is great. Man, they're going to have a Gates Ablaze, but we need to try to get as much value out of... We need to try to get as much damage in as possible. So we're hoping they don't have the Gates Ablaze yet, and then we're assuming they're not going to run it right into an Adeliz right away. So we're looking for land. We're also just going to look to do as much damage as possible here. So next, swing in. They might have a Seal Away. I'm not sure what this deck is running. Mortify. Let's go ahead and Wizard's Lightning while we have the cheaper mana. Going to be able to get some counters onto Fireman's Research. I like Wizard's Lightning when we have stuff, but this is fine. So now we will just pass the turn. Have we played a land already this turn? Yes, we did. Okay, pass the turn. Kaya, what is this deck? Oh my goodness. That's actually very good with a Gates deck. I can get rid of anything. That's cool. Alright, opt. Another Adeliz, alright. That'll start taking care of Kaya. If we draw land here, it actually could be pretty good for us. Oh man, land would be so good. All right, I'd like to go at face, but we're going to have to get rid of this Kaya a little bit here.
You must feel pretty smart.
I don't know. Maybe we don't? Fountain of Renewal. They tick up. All right, so this next turn, what we're going to do here is, oh man. All right, we came to play Erratic Cyclops. We're going to play Erratic Cyclops. We're going to swing here. Pass the turn. All right, so this next turn, we get to play quite a bit of stuff. If they don't kill our guys, we get to go crazy. So we're just hoping they don't kill our guys. They could have another cast down. They tick up. Doesn't do much here. Possibly a Silhouette. All right, so Island is good as well. So first off, maximize altitude. Erratic Cyclops. Get some counters. Get some triggers. All right, next. Go to combat. All attack here. 2 attackers. Wizard's Lightning face. That's 3 converted mana costs. We get to grow Cyclops quite a bit, and we do 3 damage. Sinister sabotages it. All right, well, we will Sure Strike now. Actually, let's run amok while we can. I like run amok when we actually can be attacking in. The counters that are coming onto this are actually very relevant here as well. So we're doing 11 damage is what it looks like here. We actually get these triggers happening. So down to 3. We would have had lethal. Oh, actually, should I have played that? I was debating on whether or not I wanted to, but we have 5 damage on the next turn if they can't find Fireman's Research. An answer there. So they have to gain life. So they're going to have to kill something. All right, they got rid of our maximize altitude. Guild Summit. All right, so we're going to hold off to attack in just in case they have like a Revitalize as a response here. So swing in. Sure Strike. Onto the Cyclops. Should have put it here, actually. Okay, what's your response? You've got to have some sort of response. This means Revitalize doesn't do anything now. Next. Let the damage through. All right, so they didn't have anything. So we had 5 damage that we could have done there as well. So that was a great, great game. Poto was doing some fun stuff. They seemed to kind of run short on mana, but whew, that was fun. All right, up against Yukon Visara. And we're playing our Primal Burn deck. And we're going to keep this. Yeah. A lot of removal. We have a lot of good stuff for a lot of different types of decks. Good card draw, possibly. So, we'll see how this goes. Mountain, pass the turn. One of the cool things, too, about the meta right now is that people seeing mountains are either thinking Drakes or aggro. And so, especially if you do see the Izzet colors, they're not expecting this deck at all, so they don't really play based around that. Firemind's Research A. Alright, well I think that we need to Tormenting Voice. We're going to get rid of the Firemind's Research. If we draw into another one, then we're... Great, okay. Well, I'm hoping that this Fiery Cannonade is pretty big for us. Ooh, Abzan. And Mara. Oh man, just like... Fill up your board for me, I love it. Do I fire this off now? I'm wondering if they're going to have something else, but Fiery Cannonade can just completely win the game here for me. If they have the card that makes everything indestructible, It could be frustrating, but let's see, let's see. All right, plays land. All right, Hero of Precinct 1. Gonna play some other creatures. Flower creates a person, that's fine. Totally fine with that. Gets to search for something. Here, tap your Llanowar Elves down as well. Play more stuff. Alright, goes to combat. Before they attack, we fire a cannonade. Wipe your board. Yes! Oh, it's such a good card. Yep. Oh, and there's another one. Oh, oh, goodness gracious. We just passed the turn. Hold up, fire cannonade, risk factor. They might try to refill the board now. Vraska, eh? Alright. We're gonna risk factor. Down to 14. I think Pirate's Pillage is the way to go here now, though. So we can actually play Firemind's Research, which is... I'm scared of the Vraska, but I think we need to play our own game. So we're going to Pirate's Pillage. Maybe just discard the risk factor. I think I like everything else in hand. Alright, we find an island. Play the island. Play Firemind's Research. Okay. And pass the turn. Alright, so we have quite a bit of mana available to us now. Oh, let's see, let's see. We need to find a Primal Amulet still. I think that we can stay alive. I mean, if it's ultimates, it's an issue. Oh, this can destroy the Fireman's Research. That's actually fine with us. Now we can absolutely kill her. So I think what we do here is we're actually going to risk factor discarding this mountain. If they take the damage, then we can skewer the critics to kill Vraska and still have 2 mana available. Alright, they take it. Spectacle, kill you. This was at 3, right? Alright, yeah. Glad I saw that right. Okay. And pass the turn. And now we hope that we can find anything good. Because that'd be great. Primal Amulet would be amazing here. March of the Multitudes, okay. Some Lifelinkers. If they have another March of Multitudes, this can be an issue, but it doesn't look like it. Lightning Strike, eh? Alright, well, we will... I think risk factor discarding the Lightning Strike. We want to hold on to... we have more Banefires we can draw into as well, though. Alright, discarding the Banefire. Alright, takes it down to 8. And pass the turn. We can let this happen, I think, a turn or 2 more. Alright, pass to my turn. Inescapable Blaze. Alright, pass the turn. This is instant speed. Let's go ahead and fire a cannonade now. We have 9 damage we can do to them. This means we only have to draw one more thing. Let's see what else they play. Alright, Llanowar Elves is fine. Doesn't do anything. Pass to my turn. Lava Coil. Eh. Well, let's let's go ahead and Inescapable Blaze. So my thoughts are we can draw Burn on this next turn and be able to play it, whereas we wouldn't be able to hold on to that and necessarily play if we draw another Burn spell there. So, all right, Knight of Autumn gains life, I'm guessing. Okay, that's fine. All right, so Lava Coil killed Knight of Autumn. And pass the turn. I think, man, I don't know what our game plan is here now. Our game plan is to find, just to draw well. We want to find, I don't even know. Shauna. We're okay with Shauna right there as a 2-2. Pass to my turn. Oof. Alright, Steam Vent's tapped. Pass the turn. We can Lightning Strike Shauna when we need to. Ooh. Alright, I'm guessing this just gains life. Yeah, gain 4 life. We're going to go ahead and shock Shauna now. Damage isn't being dealt to us, and we have things that we can still find. Primal Amulet. Okay. And pass the turn. Did we find it too late is the question. Man, we've let so much happen. A little more than a third of our deck through. There's a Lightning Strike. Let's see if they have a March of the Multitudes. Looks like they're holding on to something. So end the turn. Alright, swings in. We will strike Shauna. Down to 7. Our last Fiery Cannonade would be beautiful. Tormenting Voice, that's why we held on to the mountain. Draw some cards. Oh my gosh. Well, play Sulphur Falls past the turn. Maybe I should have held on to even more lands so we can discard more things. I mean, we could just go off here. Like, there is a chance that if we find all of our Tormenting Voices or Pirate's Pillages. Alright, so Pirate's Pillage. Be 2 great cards. Fiery Cannonade and like a shock or something. Alright, well, we get to flip it. Kill Knight of Autumn. Transform. And pass the turn. I wanted to kill it then because I'm more worried about going down to 1 and not being able to have a chance. This gives us more turns to actually... I mean, if we find Inescapable Blaze, we win. Okay, Tormenting Voice. I should have doubled it up, but if we have Inescapable Blaze, then we're okay. Alright, so Inescapable Blaze. 6 some Cannonball damage. Can they gain life here, though? That's the question. Or, yeah, 12. Whew, man. Oh, my goodness, that game. Oh, man. Oh, that was awesome. We did make it work. That took so much effort to make that work, though.